All right, back to the wide body. It's been a while with this one. It's getting some big upgrades. But first off, it's been sitting for a long time. Battery's dead. Charging it up with the Polaris right now to see if I can get it running. Of course, this wacky weather we've been having here in the Northeast, it rains every single day. This whole next week coming up, and it's looking like next week, if it shows, it's going to rain. So I'm going to stick it in the shed. I don't have any concrete in there. I laid some plywood down on the floor for now, so I can kind of get a little move on with some of this stuff. Yeah, so kind of a loss for words. It's been kind of crappy. The last video with the FC took 3 weeks to do with the rain, and I'm still missing some parts. So we're going to try and get this one inside. Battery's junk in this thing, if you can hear me over the Polaris. So hopefully it'll start here, and I can get it moved up there. Well, you know what? Let's see if it will. It's been charging for about 10 minutes now. This car hasn't started in 6 or 7 months, so let's see what we get here. We got fuel pump. My clutch feels a little funky, but we'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna start yet. I think we're gonna need a little. Oh shit, this thing never fails. It doesn't care. Got an exhaust leak too, but that's gonna get fixed. So let me get all this closed up and stuff. It's kind of hard with two hands and get this moved inside. Here we are, got it in here. I have light in here and all that stuff. Like I said, yay, plywood floor, but it's better than dirt, so if I drop something. But it's not like this thing's got to get jacked up or anything like that. So what we're looking at is, I can't get it to fit in the frame. This car is big, but it's so small in the same instance. We're going to be putting a 6-speed in it. We're going to be putting the Adaptronic M2000 that I picked up for it, or the 6000, whatever. I have either or that I've actually had for a while. It's probably going to get a board warner 366 on it and get rid of the old T77. And then I've got a new dash for it. I've got a digital gauge cluster for it. So this dash has gotten real bad over the last couple of years. So like I said, I've got a new dash. Got all new everything in there. All these gauges are going to disappear because I got the digital dash now. Yeah, I actually have heater vents. I actually got the heater working in this last year, so it's nice as well. But yeah, it's late tonight, and I got this thing in here now, so that's where we are with this. We're gonna be able to set the tripod and stuff in here and actually do some videoing me of it actually working on it instead of just chopping stuff together. So a lot to come here. This car has not really been touched in a few years, so yeah, we're gonna get doing some upgrades on it. It's needed it. So, you know, 13BRE Cosmo, for whoever hasn't seen the old videos, electric water pump on it already. Like I said, old T66. We've been running close to 20 some odd pounds of boost through this for a couple years now, and some hard pulls, and usually like 14 on the street. Made 450 horse and 14 pounds of boost to the tires. So we'll see. And it's going to be nice bringing this thing updated to newer tech. It's got an old Microtech LT10C, one of the original ones that came out. So Jordan's going to be getting that in his convertible, and we're going to be doing a 6-quart to turbo conversion in that. So we'll get more to this in the next day. Well, it's a cold, wet night here, and I'm bored. And I kind of got the shed, well, my utility shed. All my equipment's outside in the rain now, but put down some OSB so I could work in here, some lights, until the building is completed down there. I can at least do some work at night, but got a little bored, so put the crank trigger in, did that stuff. Had to modify a pulley because the Cosmo pulley come right out to the outside of these rings here, and it was going to interfere with this, so I used a smaller REW pulley on there. I flipped it around. I had to notch the one hole right here to flip it around the other way because the REW pulley is inverted outwards. So marked new timing marks, trailing, leading, and set all that up. Started putting some of my pressure reducer pressure sensors in to get that ready. Still got a long ways to go. Gotta get the intake manifold off, switch out some injectors. Got the old LT10C out. It's going to Jordan. So that's where we're at right now. I was just messing around tonight. I still got to pull this whole dashboard out and all this good stuff. Pull the intake manifold off, change 2 injectors. So I got old 1680s or whatever Bosch in there, and then ID 1050X's in the primary. So I'm going to put 1700s in the secondaries and roll with those for now. And I got to get the Adaptronic mounted on this board and get it back in the car, but I'll do that after I get the dashboard out. And then get all these gauges out because I pulled the sending units out for them and stuff. Wideband is going to stay, but not in that pod. I might go to a single pod and or whatever. I got to put a fuel gauge in it, so because I'm not doing the IOs with the dash, which I'll show that dash before we go to put it in and stuff, and the digital dash, that is. So tomorrow I'll get back out here, get a little bit done. It's about 11:30 at night right now, so that's about it for tonight. I'm just tinkering, and we'll get into this more. This engine's got to get cleaned up. Everything's got to get cleaned up in here. This thing's been in here 9 years now, so I guess it was about due. I never really do much with this car other than let it sit around and get neglected and let Aubrey drive it to car shows and stuff. Every once in a while I'll take it out and beat the snot out of it a little bit, but gonna make a new shroud for that and get a better fan, put a spale on it. This thing holds good with temps, but I don't like how that looks, and I'm probably gonna switch that water outlet to a Franklin Performance one and use 38 mil all the way across. I'll probably do aluminum pipes like I did in the FC. So all right, until tomorrow. All right, well, I got back to it a little bit. Didn't video a lot, but who cares? I was just taking stuff apart. So anyways, got this all apart, set the strut tower bar on here because this is kind of a bastard to lean over and try and do stuff. Redid the fuel lines here. They're not as ugly anymore. That'll sit there like so. And then run back, whatever, you get the gist of it. Wire harness is coming through where it used to come through. I got to get a rubber grommet back in there. I got the heater core pulled inside right now, so got that all blocked off. Cleaned up a lot of the other stuff. Started putting Deutsch connectors on everything under here. It's needed it for a long time. But the biggest thing is I've got everything out of here. Pulled all the old wiring out. Should get rid of that parasitic draw now. Took a few relays and stuff out that aren't needed anymore, like the charging relay and all that good stuff. Very minimal, basically just the lights, ignition, all that stuff for the original harness. And then I believe that is the rear defroster, which I don't know if it works or not. It's been a long time, but got my heater back in. I did start finding vents, so I will actually have all of my heating functions now. That was a big thing with this car, is I never got interior with it. It was a rolling shelf, no seats, no nothing, no anything. Got the ECU mounted up, pretty good spot. Heater vent goes across there, and all kinds of clearance. So I'm gonna get to hooking up the laptop to this. I'm debating on running my external wideband or the internal wideband, because I've got the internal wideband in the M6000 that's inside. I was going to use on the BMW, but I may not use that. I'm kind of want to get rid of all the gauges in this thing, seeing how I've got the digital dash now. They're just I don't know, they're tiring, I guess. That's how you would put it, just having all the gauges everywhere. So I just want this nice and clean, basic. I'll probably do a double DIN radio in it after, because that's all hacked up. Somewhere's over here. Yeah, over there with the single DIN and then the gauges and stuff. But I can fit one of those Android radios in there, so I'll probably do that. This dashboard, like I said, it's cracked bad. I've got an 80 leather one, so that's all going to go in here shortly as I wire and stuff like that, and that'll clean that all up. And then once this is all sorted out and stuff, I'm probably going to put a bigger fuel cell in. I want to put a radium fuel cell in, an actual fuel-safe fuel cell, and stuff like that. But let me get back to this, and hopefully I'll get a little farther. And like I said, good thing I brought it in here, because it has rained every single day. It has rained on and off today too. So let me get to it. All right, it's a couple days later. Got a lot done on this. Pulled the dash out, all that good stuff. I actually now have HVAC. I found all the parts. So I will finally have heat in this thing after 9 years, which is awesome, because it was always a cold ride in the fall. So everything works. I hooked the blower motor up last year and just didn't have anything but the main heater core box, so it just blew wherever. But now I can actually control it, which is fantastic. And got all the wiring for the ECU, ran all that good stuff out here. So I got another day terminating this, waiting on my injector still anyway, so whatever. Started putting, like I said, the Deutsch connectors and everything. There's a water pump. Started cleaning all this up, cleaned all that up over there. Got the ECU mounted, relays, all that good stuff hidden under there where you can barely see it. Relays are in there. Yeah, awesome. So focus. Now I got to get this dash in and all that good stuff. So there's the new dash, not cracked, with heater vents, all that good stuff. The digital dash I had to trim up and make fit. So let's get this thing in there, and instead of dragging this out, let's go. Well, there it is. It's all together. Found some new screws, all that good stuff. 100% HVAC is all in. I got to come up with something for there. Probably gonna get a panel, maybe L or B panel, or make a panel. But anyways, so now off to this. Yay. So I'm not gonna make a video of wiring, monotonous. So, well, I moved the car so the snap doesn't work on this one. So it's all done. For the most part, got a little tinkering to do. All wired up, all that good stuff. Zooming in and out. So for the inside, we'll see. I'm fighting dead batteries over and over and over. But she runs good. Had it out the other night. Yep, battery's about dead. See if this loads up or not, with the battery being as dead as it is. Gonna make a 3D printed trim ring for this around it. Got it to fit in here. I had it laying on the shelf. Yeah, the battery is deader than dead, even with the maintainer plugged in. But DVD player, the dash is now cutting out because of yeah, that battery shot. Anyways, so when I put a new battery in it, I got a video everything on the other day. I'll throw that on here.
You gonna miss each other?
No, miss each other? No, thank you. I don't miss each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep every night.
Me too.
When I'm out partying.
Go to school, boys.
But yeah, we'll get out out and about with it. Had to crank the dwell up. I was getting brake up around 5,000 RPM while I had it out the other night, and this thing is running ice cold, 130 degrees, so I couldn't get much tuning done on it. So when it gets a little warmer out, I'll take it back out, and we'll get some video of that. But till then, like, subscribe, comment, and thanks for watching. Peace.